I just received one of the rarest items in OSRS, and that's simply because I was able to achieve a 99 in the skill agility? What? In fact, some of the game's most well-known content creators, such as Jimmy, Nightmare RH, Hanani, they don't even have a 99 in the agility skill. And you might be thinking, well, wait a second, moopliss, isn't there like over 100,000 players that have a 99 in the agility skill? And to that, I would say, you're right, but a majority of them actually don't have
the untrimmed version of this skill cape.
Let me catch everyone up to speed, specifically those that don't spend a lot of time playing OSRS. In this game, there are a variety of skills that you can train. If you end up getting a 99 in any of those skills, which typically take a fair amount of time, you're rewarded with a skill cape. And you can wear that and show all the other players and your friends in game that you spent a lot of time playing this medieval point and click game.
Get a job, bro.
But regardless, it's still a big accomplishment for any gamer to achieve a 99. However, whatever 99 you achieve first, that is the only untrimmed version of a cape you'll receive. Meaning you just don't have these nice fancy color borders around the cape. All the other skill capes you achieve afterwards, they'll still have this color barrier that, in my opinion, I think it looks a lot better. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys how I'm not clinically insane and how I was able to get 99 in agility, why I ended up choosing this skill as the first one I hit 99 with, and the methods of how I got by to get to 99. In fact, I used a treadmill, the music I listened to. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so you're probably asking, why on earth did this guy get a 99 in agility first? It's not really well known for people to pick this skill in the game. We have to backtrack over to RS3. This is a game that I have played off and on back in 2007. My parents didn't want me to play the game growing up, so when I was in high school, I kind of secretly played it behind their back, but more so AFK in a way, because I didn't want that window to be open on my computer and I didn't want to get in trouble. But I did, over the years, train up the cooking skill because I realized this was a good skill I could train AFK and then get a skill cape. Now, I do have a 99 in RS3 in cooking. To be honest with you, I'm not really vibing with that skill. It's not even the cape really, like the purple's okay, but for me, having a skill in cooking, I can't relate to it in real life because my cooking in real life, I mean, I can make a mean burrito and some burgers, some tacos, you know, spaghetti and sauce, but I'm not the best cook out there. I'm just going to be real. And if I did have a sponsor where I could plug in like, hey, it's easy to cook with this sponsor, I would say it right now, but I don't have one. For today's video, I'm just going to say it's sponsored by the subscribe button. Please smash that, or I don't know, leave a comment down below, make fun of my hair. I really don't care. But then I started to think, okay, well, what is the rarest untrimmed version of a skill cape in the game? I asked Reddit, and a majority of people said the following. They said rune crafting. I still have a level 1 in rune crafting. The skill cape itself, like,
it's the biggest,
I don't know, it really doesn't stand out, specifically the untrimmed version. I was trying to find a skill cape that really stood out if it was untrimmed. That's when I realized, oh, I could go for Slayer. This is something I could maybe achieve 99 in. But the majority of people actually get 99 hit points or any other combat skill before they get 99 Slayer. A lot of my stats for combat are quite high, so I figured maybe not worth it. I probably won't be able to get a 99 in Slayer. But then I realized that I could get a 99 in agility. And in my personal life, I actually go jogging every single week. See, I work at home in the gaming industry full time, so I'm always at my computer. And when I'm done working at my computer, then I'm still doing content creation at my computer on YouTube, Twitch, wherever. And so I do a lot of sitting or standing at my standing desk on the computer. And so to give back to myself and just maybe make sure my body is not gonna deteriorate and destroy itself, I try to force myself to go jogging at least once a week for 30 minutes. I get around 5 kilometers in every single weekend, which is great. I do outdoor running. I'm a big fan of it. And I figured, okay, well, agility sounds like a skill I can kind of vibe with. Like I go jogging a lot and I'm not doing parkour or climbing up of rooftops, but it's something similar that I can relate to in real life. Plus, look at that blue. Oh my goodness, just chef's kiss. That is amazing. That blue is fantastic. It stands out. Like how many skill capes have this royal blue color? And I do like the I like this blue color. I use it for my branding on YouTube. So, okay, like I'm gonna go ahead and go for this agility skill cape. Like what's the worst that can, it's gonna take me over a month? You're kidding me.
No.
Yeah, so maybe I crashed out a little bit when I realized it's going to take me like over a month to get 99 in agility. Now, of course, I'm someone who wants to figure out what is the easiest way to get it. So I did some research and found out the following. A majority of the rooftops that you got to do to begin with, you just got to go through the best one that's available you should do. That is until you reach a specific level that I don't remember off the top of my head, but editing moopliss will put right here. Good job, future me. But once you achieve this level, then you'll be able to do the Brimhaven agility course. You have to pay this pirate guy 200 coins every single time you go down there. But when you guys do go down there, there is an AFK method that you can kind of do very easily without really being by your computer per se. And that is the spike trap method. See, if you click in this one spot using the detached camera plugin, I have to move out of the way because I'm green screening myself, but yes, it's right here. If you're able to click that, your camera is not moving when you're using the Rune Light plugin. So you can click in one spot over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And I'm not exaggerating. You will have to do this over and over and over again in this one spot to have your character bounce back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And you get XP every single time your character jumps over the spike. Now, if you have Rune Light and this detached camera already there and your character is in place, all you got to do is just take your wireless mouse and just click in place while you walk around your house or binge watch Star Wars movies or whatever you want to do. Just keep on clicking your mouse and you'll passively get XP. You get around 30k per hour, maybe 28k, just depends on how often you're clicking. Some people, they'll use a foot pedal that you can use your feet to just tap while you passively get XP. All in all, there's a lot of different ways that you can get passive XP while training agility, and that's really nice. But you have to do this for a very long time. Like, this is not cooking, this is not fletching, this is something that if you want to train agility to 99, it's going to take you some time and just putting in the effort to do it. Just like when I go running every single weekend, I'm not excited to do it. Yeah, running's exhausting when I do it outside, but if I actively push myself to go do it, I feel better afterwards and it's just good for my body. I guess sitting down at home with agility training isn't the best way of exercise, but it's kind of that mentality, putting in that effort and just making those small accomplishments every single day to put forth energy and get closer to a 99. Once you finally reach the prized level of 85, you are ready to actually try the Ardoin rooftop. This rooftop is one of the best ways to get XP, and I know you might be thinking 85, how is that possible? You need to be level 90, I thought. If you use the summer pie food consumable, it'll actually boost you up to 90, where you can start the Ardoin rooftop. Now, you will be failing the course every so often. You will fall off and you'll have to restart, which is kind of a bummer. You do have to keep track of your food to make sure that you're boosted up to level 90. That means when it slowly depletes over time, you're gonna have to re-eat one of these pies. Obviously, this is not really an AFK method. You actively have to be in front of your computer, but hey, when you reach 85, like, the training starts where you are probably trying to put in maybe 4-6 hours, depends how much time you have. You can be that person that's doing 9 or 10 hours a day. Respect to you, because like that is a grind. But if you want to do longer sessions where you're training the Ardoin rooftop, specifically after like level 92, when you hit that halfway point and you continue that grind to 99, like doing the Ardoin rooftop is going to be way better than passively doing the Brimhaven spike trap method. And the reason why Ardoin is way better than the spike trap is specifically because you can get 60,000 XP an hour if your clicks are on point, you're not distracted, you're focused in on that game. If you want to do the spike trap method, you're getting around 30k, 29k, depends on how often you're clicking. So of course, like, you can do a combo of that, maybe some AFK with the spike trap and then moving back over to Ardoin, use the teleports to get over there with the Ardoin teleport, and then I think I used the glory necklace or whatever to get to Karamja, and then I just run on over and pay my fee and go do the AFK method. But regardless, if you want to lock in and do the Ardoin method, which that's going to get you your most XP, how do you entertain yourself and how do you get by in order to make sure you're staying sane while training agility? Well, there's a couple of things that I recommend. One, getting a standing desk so that way you can stand up while training your agility. Of course, when I got my standing desk, it was way better. I was like, wow, okay, when it comes to agility training, I feel a lot better because at least I can go a little bit of sitting, a little bit of standing. I feel good. Take it to the next level though and train agility in real life while you train agility. If you can buy yourself a walking treadmill, you don't always have to walk on the treadmill the whole time, but you can have that on while you're training agility on the Ardoin rooftop. And it's pretty cool because you could be there for like an hour, you listen to some music, you're in the vibe, you're just locked in, and you're passively getting XP, and time kind of flies by, and you feel good because you're exercising in real life as well. Now, of course, I know a lot of people don't have the money to kind of do that, but hey, there are a lot of other methods that you can still kind of train agility. Maybe you're playing it on your phone outside in the sun. Like, try to just find ways so that way you're not cooped up in your house all the time training agility. And if you are, I recommend a standing desk and a walking treadmill. Like, the footage speaks for itself. Like, here I am training. I even cooked it into high gear, and I'm actually kind of like jogging for a little bit while training agility, but for the most part, just kind of walking on the treadmill at a steady pace. Other ways to keep you sane: having multiple monitors so you can watch something on YouTube, maybe moopliss content, I don't know, or any other OSRS content that you're really into. Movies, I watched a little bit of Star Wars when I was training agility. Lastly, though, something I highly recommend, it's a great combo with the treadmill, is music. I listened to so much Tame Impala while training agility. It was great. There's so many great tracks there that kind of correlate to training or doing something over and over and over again. Definitely recommend listening to music or watching content to keep yourself occupied as you train at the Ardoin rooftop. I know a lot of you are probably going to say, oh, the sepulchre is better, you should train at the sepulchre, but I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of level requirements for the sepulchre that I wasn't going to get. There's a lot of big quest lines you have to do, and you have to be a certain level, and I wasn't going to hit those requirements at all. My stats are not the best in the game. Of course, like, I was looking at what's the best thing afterwards. Well, it is doing the Ardoin rooftop, and if you want to do it passively beforehand, it's the spike trap method at Brimhaven, and that is the grind that you have to get all the way to 99. It's a commitment. And while I was doing training at the agility course, a lot of the people there, most of the time, they have 99s in like literally every other skill in the game. Like, most of these players are just about to max their account up. But why do people train agility as one of the last skills that they train? Well, it's a very tedious skill. The XP that you get per hour is quite low. This is not something you will get overnight. Like, if you're thinking, oh, it'll just take me a week, I can bust it out in a week. No, you can't. In order to make sure you set yourself up for success, to not burn out and not walk away from training agility, I recommend setting up a plan. I actually used ChatGPT and discussed, okay, here's how much XP I can typically get an hour on this day and this day and this day, depending on my schedule. And then it kind of mapped me out like, hey, you'll hit this agility 99 by said date if you keep with your schedule. And then you can report in with ChatGPT. I use the voice option, and I would have conversations like this. All right, so today I have 7,987,244 XP.
Let's crunch the numbers. Yesterday you had 7,310,957 XP, and now you're at 7,908,244 XP, so you gained 597,287 XP today. That's another really solid day. You're still on track for that June 9th target if this keeps up.
And that gave me good confidence every single day that I'm either making better steps to accomplish what I'm looking at, or, you know, I'm falling behind and maybe I need to reschedule when I'll hit 99 in agility, because you're just kind of doing the same training methods over and over and over again. When I tried to explain, oh, I'm gonna get a 99 to my parents over the phone, or my fiance in person, or her family, they were like, you're gonna click in the same spot and just do these rooftop courses, and that you're gonna do that for like a month straight? I was like, yeah, I'm locked in. I want to get this skill cape. They thought I was delusional. They thought I was crazy. And maybe you kind of are, but hey, if you have that determination to do something that is quite boring, I will say, it's not the most exhilarating type of gameplay you can do. There's a lot of other video games that are way more fun, but if you want to do something like this, you can take that energy into your life and do anything else with it. The skill cape and getting it in a video game is something that you can carry on and know that anything in life is possible. Sure, there's a lot of crap that gets thrown at you in life. You know, you got bills, I don't know, you got drama in your life, you know, you have stress with whatever you're dealing with, right? Doesn't matter. You look back at, hey, I got a skill cape and RuneScape, anything's possible. I got this. I think the mindset of getting a skill cape in old school RuneScape is a great accomplishment that, sure, you can look cool in the video game and be like, hey, check me out, my character has a great outfit now because of this skill cape, but it's more so that mindset that if I can do this, I can do anything else in life. So that's why I ended up wanting to get the skill cape agility, the untrimmed version in OSRS. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get another 99 in OSRS. I think a lot of people probably say that, but I'm in this phase right now where I want to enjoy the game. I want to run around and not do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, which I've been doing for the past month plus. I'm excited to actually explore the world of Gillinor and have fun enjoying old school RuneScape. But I am curious though, what skill cape you have in the game. Do you still have your untrimmed version? Let me know in the comment section down below. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters and YouTube members for supporting my content, exclusive videos on there if you want to become a member, as always.